Yo, what's up, YouTube? Peace, positivity, self-awareness, and motivation. What's up, man? Welcome to another dating advice, dating talk video. Listen, you can shoot me your questions, ChishaZed at Instagram or ChishaZed@gmail.com. This subscriber asked, Chisha, is it normal for a girl who initially shows high interest to ghost you? Right? The potential of a woman who's showing you high interest to all of a sudden ghost you and not be interested. So I read that question and I asked him to explain a little bit more and give me a little bit more detail. And he said this: I went to mini golf and she was pretty bad. So I'm assuming they're on a date. So I taught her how to hit the ball, went behind her to guide her through the motions, and she and her cheeks were right in my joystick. Okay, I got you, bro. When she was done hitting the ball, she stayed there. Okay, got you. She's enjoying the embrace of your joystick. Oh man, stuff like that happened the whole night. So you're getting signals from her that she's highly interested in you, right? Sexually even, because she's allowing you to touch her, etc. He goes on to share, also, I met her friend, and that friend told me a couple days later that she told her the date went great. I completely believe if I had my own place or had the house to myself, she would have given it up to me. So guys, this is a younger guy who's building himself up, so I don't really expect him to have his own place. But he's asking, hey, what happened? Because after that experience, after that date that seemingly went so well, she ghosted me. And so now he wants to know, is it normal for a woman who shows initial high interest to flake on you for future dates? And the answer to that question, guys, is yes. Now, I won't say it's necessarily normal, but I will say this: it's about 50-50. And here's why it's 50-50 with a lot of these women. The biggest mistakes guys make when they're dealing with the woman who they take out on a first date and she's showing that she's interested. Because I know you guys have been on these dates before, right? She's engaging you. She's asking you questions. You guys are having a good time. And you think the date went well. And all of a sudden, things go bad and she stops responding to texts, doesn't hit you up. So the first thing is this, man. After a first date with the woman, you want to make sure that she texts you first. Right? And if she doesn't hit you up first, well, she's not going to hear from you. Or me specifically, if a woman does not text me first after a first date, she's not going to hear from me, because I need to see proof that she is invested. There is an attachment that was starting to be built throughout that experience, right? But that's besides the point. Let's get to this guy's question. What are the chances of her ghosting you? What are the chances of her flaking you after she showed that she's highly interested in you? They are pretty high. It's 50-50. It could go either way. And to finish the point I was trying to make earlier, a lot of guys try to blame themselves for it. You think, oh, I didn't do anything right. Maybe I was, I showed a little bit too much interest, or I was boring, or I wasn't funny enough. No, man. If you're following what I teach and you're doing everything right, a woman can still flake on you. She can still flake on you. Why? Because there are variables outside of you that are at play. What do I mean? Number one, who knows? Maybe an ex came into her picture. No one thinks of this stuff. Or maybe you were just a side guy she just needed to have fun with for the night, and she's really attached to another dude. Maybe she has a boyfriend, and she decided, you know what? I don't want to cheat on this guy. Maybe he was messing up, acting like a simp, getting emotional, acting like a female, moving into that feminine energy. And she was looking for a real man and ran into you because you watched ChishaZed. Right? Or maybe her cat freaking died. Right? Or maybe she got into an accident and now she's in the hospital. I don't know. It could literally be anything else. Maybe she's on her period. Maybe she found out your sign, because women think of zodiac signs, and she thought, you know what, this is not going to work well. I don't really do well with Sagittarius. It could be anything with women. In most cases, guys, if a woman shows you high interest initially and all of a sudden just cuts you off or stops cooperating, stops responding to texts, doesn't want to meet you for a future date, and you're doing everything else right, those other variables could keep her from wanting to continue or pursue a further relationship with you, whether that's just sexually or a more committed relationship. That's how easily turned off women are. Maybe she talked to her friend and her friend told her, hey man, he sounds crazy. Sounds like your ex. It could be anything, man. And women are notorious for this, which is why, man, you've got to learn not to care until she cares. What do I mean? Until you see that you are starting to build an attachment with that woman, don't care. Why do you care? This is really important, man, because if you're in this mindset, you will increase the women in your life or your potential options of partners. Why? Because you won't be attached to some chick you met a month ago who was bad. Don't let the chick be fine, because this is where people mess up. Men in specific. They mess up when they run into a woman who's fine. They had this idea of how things were going to go. Yeah, I was going to bust her cheeks, man, fast, not slow. Oh, I was going to make her my girlfriend. You build up this idea in your head of this woman and what she's going to be before you've actually seen that she actually cares about you enough to build an attachment with you. And that's where you go wrong. Learn to not care. Why do you care? Stop caring until she cares. And even when she cares, you don't care as much as she cares, because we already know that's a problem. Right? Don't care until she cares. Stop caring so much. What does this do for you? It sets you free. So when you go on a date with a woman, your expectations are whatever happens, happens, right? Regardless of how good the date is going. Guys that move this way a lot of the times are able to attract more women because they don't get stuck on bad experiences with women, because they understand anything could happen. Women are so wishy-washy. Women are emotional. Anything can change her mood. She talks to one friend, shows him a picture of you. That friend says, oh man, his nose is kind of big. Now she's like, well, yeah, I really like him and I really had a good time. But, you know, because of the sheep mentality that a lot of women have, she's going to listen to her friend. Or maybe it's nothing to do with your looks, right? She might have ran into another guy, or an ex might have come back into her life, or she could have just forgotten about you. Yes. What you guys have to remember are women live a natural abundance mindset. The mindset that I try to encourage you guys to live, women live that life and that mindset naturally. How do they do that? Well, that is the default state you're in when you have endless options. Most women have endless options for men, right? Who will at least give them attention and time. And don't let her be fine, because if she's attractive, she knows she could go on a different date every day of the week. So she's not worried about you if she's not attached to you. And you've got to realize that in order for you to be in a state of abundance as a man, you have to stop caring. You have to stop caring so much. Why do you care? She stopped texting you. Okay, cool. That's what women do. Why do you care? Bro, why is this chick I'm doing such and such? Unless you're really messing up yourself, don't care. If you're doing everything right and a woman is acting up and acting unusual, cut her off, man. Let her go. Now, that doesn't mean you block her or send her some, rude message talking about, oh man, you women are all the same. That's why. Emotional shit. I'm not down with any of that. If you do that, if you watch my content and do that, you are a woman. You are a female, bro. Stop that shit. Stop sending her texts and stop blocking women. A lot of you guys, when a woman shows you interest, goes on the date, you think things are going somewhere, and then she stops responding to you, you get emotional. You're like, man, F this B, man, blah, 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 blah. You get emotional. Now you're cursing her out by yourself and you're blocking her. You don't need all that energy, because in most cases, bro, it had nothing to do with you. And if you really did have a good time, here's what's really going to happen. She will probably hit you back in about a month or two Why? Because most men who she ran into are betas and simps. Whatever may happen in that moment will eventually fade away. That distraction that she had, that ex who she thought she was going to get back together with, things are most likely not going to work out. And then you get a text from her saying, hey, what's up? How are you? But you blocked her, right? And you don't know her number. And so you respond with, who's this? She knows you blocked her. And she says, oh, you blocked me because you're upset that this, okay. Women are very keen to social cues. They understand those small things. She'll know that you're emotional because she didn't reach out to you. And some of you might say, man, I don't care. I'm still going to block her. Okay, that's up to you. But the guy who wins, men who attract the most women, men who have the most options when it comes to women, they don't block women for simply losing interest because they know that she could change her mind later on and hit him up. He's not going to be thirsty. Of course, you got to wait for her to reach out to you. And when she does, well, now you get to come over my place and have a glass of wine and drink. What I'm not going to do is take you out on a date, right? We need you to do a little bit more for that disrespect that you showed us earlier. So here it is. If you take anything from this video, take this. Stop caring until she cares. And how do you know she cares? Well, she's built an attachment and allowed herself to build an attachment to you. The type of guy that understands this about women isn't upset at women. He understands, hey, life happens. It's not always that this chick thinks she's too good for you and you're getting all in your feelings. Nah, bro. There's so much more happening in everybody's life, especially women. But if you play it cool, if you understand it, and if you stop caring so much and trying to figure everything out, especially when you're doing your part, then you're good. On to the next. The guy that doesn't care as much, he's able to move on to another prospect. He's able to just say, oh, okay, cool. You're acting up. All right, cool. It's whatever. Right? He's in his masculine frame. He's not emotional about it. He's cool. Women find that attractive. And most likely, bro, she'll be back. Hey, guys, if you guys enjoy this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Show your boy some love. Let me know what you thought of the content. Listen, my name is Chisha Zed. We'll talk soon, man. I'm out. Peace.
I'm a walking Liberty Bell. Freedom ring through my stride. Freedom to be inside and be a slave to my pride and ride away to scream. Man, this love's so serene. I should probably shake it up just a little bit.